How's it going, everybody? We are back again for another Dokkan battle video, and today, it's been a little while, it's been a few days, but I did promise I would make this video. We are going to talk about the debate between EZA INT Ultra Instinct Goku versus the LR STR Ultra Instinct Goku, or Ultra Instinct Sign. Now, obviously, I don't want to, I want to settle this debate. Obviously, this is a big debate, right? Because post EZA, this guy easily becomes one of the best units in the game, I think without question. Better than Physical Vegito Blue, who held the title of best EZA for like the longest time. But I think without question, this guy takes the cake. But I want to, let's settle this. Let's make this discussion very clear. Personally, I do believe that INT UI Goku post EZA is better than LR STR UI Goku post EZA. For a number of reasons, right?
Let me explain why.
And we'll get into it. So, to start off, let's talk about it, right? Leader skill, I think that goes without saying. INT UI Goku is by far now the best leader for Realm of Gods category. Just like Zamasu leads the extreme class version, obviously, so you don't run him. Beerus was a good leader. You know, he has a 10 extra percent stat boost over EZA UI Goku, but Beerus does not link up well with many of them, the fusions or the other Saiyan units, right? So by far, without question, Ultra Instinct Goku, the INT one, is the best leader for the Realm of Gods category, without question. Now, talk about the rest of the unit, right? Now, here's the main catch, right? Personally, on turn 1, I believe that STR UI Goku is better than EZA INT UI Goku. Turn 1, that's it. Alright, and then going forward into the rest of the battle, in both, Super Battle Royale situations and long-term events, I do believe he is better. For a number of different reasons. Number 1, as far as turn 1 goes, UI Goku, the INT one, is a stacking unit, okay? So he does need a turn or two to really pick up his pace, right? But here's the catch, though. Number 1, he already starts out with 150,000 defense. Or no, 150,000. Well, I mean, roughly he does, around that general range, which will get you double digits in most events. Then, post-super attack, he'll start stacking his defense, which is obviously amazing. And if you have a dupe in him or more, obviously, you have that chance of launching an additional super attack to stack even more defense and attack, nonetheless. Which, by the way, Rainbow level, post-EZA, this guy is well over, 3.5 million. Just want to make that abundantly clear. However, though, on the first turn, STR LR UI Goku does have that 70% chance to dodge for the first, 8 turns? Or 7 turns, excuse me. But, however, he does lose that 70% and it drops down to 50% chance to dodge post turn 8. Now, yes, probably I would absolutely consider STR LR UI Goku better on the turn 1. But then after a turn or two, INT UI Goku is also very good. Plus, in Super Battle Royale situations, if you play your cards right, see, the best thing about EZA INT UI Goku is his transformation mechanic and his requirements. Falling below 50% HP is not hard whatsoever. And the best part is that it doesn't have a turn restriction. So if you play your cards right, you then go into the next battle of a Super Battle Royale situation, go into the next fight, fall below with below 50% HP, and then he will then transform into pure Ultra Instinct Goku, who's an absolute beast post EZA. Now, granted, here's a catch with him. Number 1, he does lose just a little bit of defense post EZA. He drops down to just 100% defense instead of 150%. He still stats attack and defense, which is obviously very good. However, the very first turn that you do transform with EZA INT UI Goku, he does have a 100% chance to dodge. That is something, it cannot be described how beneficial that is turn 1 that you transform with this guy. And even then, even post turn 1, he still has a 70% chance to dodge for the rest of the fight. He doesn't lose it. It doesn't drop down to 50%. I can't say it enough. Turn 1, 100% chance to dodge, that's amazing. Now, yes, STR LR UI Goku, however, is a different story. Number one, he is the best linking partner for the new Mastered Ultra Instinct, or, Pure Ultra Instinct, whatever you want to call him. The Dokkan Fest LR 6th-year anniversary unit, Ultra Instinct Goku. He shares like 6 out of the 7 links. Prepare for battle, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So that is a big benefit for STR LR UI Goku. But like my only problem with STR UI Goku is that one, he obviously needs time to build up his defense and attack. Now, granted, in the first few turns, if this guy gets a lot of dodges in, which he can for you, he's gonna hit some big numbers, without question, right? The issue is that he gets hit very, very, very hard, right? And that's one of the main things that I really don't like about LR UI Goku. Now, he does hit some pretty high defensive numbers, but like on that very first turn that you don't dodge, it's gonna hurt very, very badly. Let's get that abundantly clear. But at the same time, post EZA, I mean, dude, this guy, and not only that too, they share the exact same categories as well. But I also find myself liking INT UI Goku a little bit better. Because longer events, forget about it. He is so much better for longer events, without question. Because even if when you fall below 50% HP and transform, you're still stacking attack and defense, and this guy is well over 5 million plus as long as you keep on stacking, and has a 70% chance to dodge. And you link him up with the LR AGL UI Goku, both having a 70% chance to dodge. Forget about it. It's probably one of the best defensive rotations in the entire game, without question, I would say. Which is super beneficial, by the way, for like the new Data Destruction event, a super hard long-term event, where having units like both LR AGL UI Goku and EZA INT UI Goku post transformation, having a 70% chance to dodge and having good defense, forget about it. They're amazing, absolutely amazing, right? And I mean, like the importance of this video, I'm not trying to shaft STR LR UI Goku, right? By no means am I trying to do that. However, I just wholeheartedly believe, for a number of reasons, like I've mentioned, that only on turn 1, like turn 1 and like maybe turn 3, the next time you roll around with this guy, can I say STR LR UI Goku is better than INT UI Goku. But even then, even in super battle situations, this guy, the INT UI Goku is still going to be doing just fine. He has great defense. He's stacking. You keep him, as long as you keep him in the second slot, then you're set. You're fine. And once you let him build up his defense, he's still going to be well over 3 million attack stat, have very good defense, and I mean that's really it. And the best part is, you don't need to build up ki like you need to do with this guy. This guy can, on turn 1, could be well over a 3 million attack stat. STR UI Goku, you have to build up his ki. Unless you shower him with ki, you have to give him time to build up his ki so you can get those 18 ki super attacks, which is going to be below 50%. That's the main. Here's one of the main things as well. To build up STR LR UI Goku's attack, you have to let him dodge. However, that he doesn't dodge all the time. And if he doesn't dodge, he doesn't build up his attack, of course. And only to build up his attack, you're not going to build up his attack in super battle situations. Not at all. If you're using STR UI Goku, you're using him for his dodge capabilities, of course. Now, yes, 70% chance to dodge, that's absolutely amazing. But I would also say, maybe on certain situations, INT UI Goku is going to hit harder than STR UI Goku in super battle situations. Personally, like I said, if you play your cards right, you can go into the second fight of a super battle road run and transform into the pure Ultra Instinct Goku, and then have that 100% chance to dodge for that turn, be well over a 4 or 5 million attack stat, and then following up after that, you still have 70% chance to dodge without like any turn restrictions or anything like that. Yeah, it's just they made him so good. They made him so good. You know, like I said, one of the main benefits you can really give to STR UI Goku now is the fact that he's one of the best linking partners for the AGL UI Goku. But even then, EZA INT UI Goku still shares the large majority of the links that he needs: Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Godly Power, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. You know, they share all the main links. Godly Power is the main big attack link that they share. Kamehameha too, of course. But I mean, you know, that's really it. Like, obviously they don't share Legendary Power, which will hurt him just a little bit. But it's like, it's not a huge deal per se. I mean, and plus, you know, especially in long-term events, there is nothing more powerful than running two Master UI Gokus on the same rotation, both of them having 70% chance to dodge. Without questions, without question, I would say the single-handed strongest rotation in the entire game. I think it goes without saying, personally. And I think that's it, right? Like I said, he's still an amazing unit, without question, of course. Yeah, like, without question, I'm not trying to shaft STR UI Goku now. Because he still obviously is, like, a top, like, 10 unit. He's still very, very strong. But, like, for most situations as well, and also, like, not to be that guy, of course, but, you know, for most situations, a lot of players are not going to be able to pull LR STR UI Goku. They'll most likely have the EZA INT UI Goku. So for the large majority of players, this guy is going to be better than, you know, the STR UI Goku, just for availability purposes as well. And like I said, this guy needs time to build up his attack and defense in most events. This guy starts out with great attack and defense right away too. Now, he's a stacking unit, of course, but, you know, both of them are technically considered stacking units, right? Because they have to, Goku has to, like, dodge and stack his attack and defense from those dodgings, right? But, you know, like I said, most situations, like I said, turn 1, having a 70% chance to dodge, that's great. However, turn 3, though, after this guy has built up just a little bit of defense, you're set. You're fine. Alright? And then, like I said, play your cards right. You fall below 50% HP going into the next fight. This guy transforms immediately, becomes one of the best units in the game for turn 1, having a 100% chance to dodge for that one turn, and then following that, 70% chance. You can't get really any better than that. I'm sorry, you really can't. Yeah, I think that about covers it, right? I mean, and also, I'm also going to be making a video talking about Blue Evolution Vegeta, because I do strongly believe that he is also going to get an EZA for the 6th year anniversary, but obviously I'll talk about that in my next video. So final verdict, I do strongly believe that EZA INT UI Goku is in fact better than STR LR UI Goku. That, again, my personal opinion. You are always able to disagree with me, of course, but I just don't see personally any way STR UI Goku is better. Like I said, turn 1 situations, yeah, this guy will be better. However, in longer events, I really don't see a reason why EZA INT UI Goku wouldn't be better. Again, like I said, I really don't see it. And that's, again, my personal opinion, of course. Comment down below what you guys think, personally, who you think is better between these two, and let me know down below. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.